Hello everyone, it's my farmer 610. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to day 21 on the big 132 Mother Farm Diorama display. It's all systems go here on the farm today, guys. As you may see, it is really jam-packed episode as normal really during the good weather. And everyone's combining, everyone's baling straw, stacking straw, and there's some unusual activities going on as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Stay tuned. Starting off here in PJ's farm, he is combining away and he is also baling away. So starting off, he has the Massey Ferguson 690 on the John Deere square baler there, baling up the straw he baled last episode, and he has the Sun on the Massey baler. I don't know who's going to be stacking all these bales now. He doesn't have a sleigh, unfortunately, but I don't know whoever's going to be stacking these. They're going to have their work cut out. But no, he's baling away there, and he's on the last fort, as you see. And then he'll make his way into the field up above the yard there. It's a bigger field. It's about 15 acres in this, and after that they have a field up the road, and then that'll be the winter barley done. There's a good bit of winter wheat to harvest as well that he put in the ground, but no, he's combining this at the moment. Dominator is working a charm, and the 10-foot cut is it's alright, but at the same time you wouldn't want to be wishing for a big hefty wind, as the straw rows are so light that it nearly blew them all away. So that's only one negative thing about the 10-foot rows, but other than that, the Dominator's working a charm, and the corn is yielding quite good, about 3 tonne to the acre. It's quite good, as it's PJ's first year doing tillage, so that's good to hear. And then he has PJ's brother here in the 590 tipping a load into the grain store. He has a bit of a load there on the back of the 590. He's just going to tip it there now, and he may be wondering why is PJ not drawing it up to the grain store. Well, he has a little grain store there, and he's going to tip it there, and then later in the week he's going to get a bigger trailer, or maybe the contractor's there with a bigger trailer, and then draw it up to the grain store. So it's too slow on a 30k tractor, and he only has one trailer as well, so it's just going to make more sense to tip it in the yard. On the road here we have quite a unique setup. So a Ford 7840, haven't seen one of them before. And then he has the header trailer on the back, and the New Holland 8070 combine harvester is moving field. It's already quite dusty at the moment, so he's must have been harvesting there this morning, and yeah, he's moving field, as I said. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Heading down the road, we have the New Holland T6080 coming back with an empty trailer after tipping in the yard, and he has the Cayenne grain trailer on the back. Lovely setup, I must say, coming up into the way in the road. And then John Deere 7430 is on the flatbed. This is the Contractor's here. One of the weekend workers is off to get a load of straw there for a farmer. He's bringing them in for a dairy farmer there, so that's what he's off to do. I think he's bringing in about 100 bales for this dairy farmer, so that's the story there. And then going up the mountains, who is it? Only it's Finbar. He's in the Dave Brown 1490, his link box on the back, and he was going for his usual walk in the mornings, and he spotted a load of ragweed up above the mountain, and he said he'd have to solve it before it gets too populated. So he's heading up the mountains there, and he's hopefully going to tackle it all out today there, and yeah, hopefully the ragweed probably will be sorted up in the mountains. Over here in the contractor's yard, Crone Big M Mark II, bit of a problem, not too serious, but he was just mowing the headland there yesterday of one of the contracts they had, and a bit of a rock was sticking up, or a bit of a foreign object in the grass, and it hit the bracket off the skirt and kind of damaged and bended it, so they after taking it off there now, and they're going to see if they can use a bit of heat to bend back the bracket, and hopefully they can fix it. They're quite good, have all the tools here, so should be able to fix it now. And yeah, the two lads, James and Michael, are at this. It's a bit not the best of days now to be really mowing or anything, so that's hence why all the machines are kind of parked up, which is the John Deere 7610 and the T7210 New Holland. So is the F4 parked up in the shed. Might be next week that they might be getting at the second cuts. That'd be nice to see. And heading around the corner, what do we have? We have quite a nice 7499 Massey, which is a new model of mine I'm after buying there. Only came yesterday. And yeah, it's quite nice now. Nice to see a Massey Ferguson. And then that's on the back of an NC low loader, bringing back some straw to his farm. We got the low loader alone off Robert there, so nice of Robert to give a hand to this lad. Let's see what's going on elsewhere, guys. Some unusual activities, as I was saying at the start.
Kicking it off over here in the town. Going through the town, we have a Fendt 724 Gen 6 with an Amazon disc. We've Whitey going by, and he is just after disking up a few fields after the winter barley harvest. A lot of people got it done early, so disking is away. Over here, as Stephen said, unusual activity. If you remember this figure, his name is Mick, and from the last series, Mick was a farm owner and he got up to no good, and he rented a Volkswagen Amarok pickup, and he stole a Knife Williams trailer, and he is just in here stealing animals. He's no right to do this or anything, but he is just coming in. He's trying to squish in as much. I think he'll only get in one more small animal, but this animal has its head turned. It's about to make a run for it, but Robert has no idea about this. But just to our left, we've Ian in the Ford 8210 and a McHale F550. Ian is after being off doing a bit of hay. He was after baling a bit of hay with his friends. So yeah, and he's just turning in, and his full concentration is turning in across the bend and worrying about his driving. The hedge is very high, so he can't see what's going on, unfortunately. But Mick might get away with this, who knows, but I'm sure it'll be resolved. Moving on into the big main farm. We've Robert after just pulling in the JCB 416S, and he was after being at a grain store all day. For the last 3 or 4 days he was pushing in grain, and he's some yoke in the pit, a very small bucket on it, but doesn't really matter. He got all the work done. T6 is parked up, forage harvester parked up, and the 8560 is parked up. A lot of the equipment is, but we have Ryan in here, and Ryan is just power washing the parlor. He's just digging up a little bit of dirt that got caught down in the bay. And the 6930 is parked up. Yeah, so there's a good bit of action. They're fairly busy. They're flat out. They're finding it hard to fit in all the work, but at least they're getting it done. And Robert can't even see over here in the hedge either, so we'll have to see what happens. Moving on. And just over here, we've the milking cows. The milking cows are on this paddock here today, and they're looking at all the vehicles going by. Earlier in the week, the cows got their feet done, so they were cleaned out. The footman came and he cleaned them out. Some of them had sore foot, so they put disinfectant on it. And yeah, so a few of the cows are bandaged up and they're looked after. And yeah, they're kept going. We have a T7 Heaven over here at the junction. He's hauling grain, bit of winter barley, 55k, takes it lad, it takes it. He's heading off to Quinn's. So then over here we've the Black Power T7, at the Contractors, and as you know, he was here last week. He's still on the jaw with sand. Big job on. 55k Dreamer as well. Ford 7810, it's doing its monthly cleanup. You see it in here a good bit. He was after doing the roads, and he's in here at the bays, just cleaning up, and he'll tip them down in the pit. New Holland, just pulling in. He was after helping him, just scraping off a little bit as well. But yeah, the place should be all cleaned up. Moving out into the pit, Keen is just driving up the loading shovel for the tea. And these actually haven't moved, but they're parked up as well. Wasn't much going on other than this big contract with the Contractors, so the rest of the machines weren't really used. It was getting quiet enough, but Contractors helped to speed up. That's about it for the rest of the model farm.
So if you enjoyed the video, guys, please like, comment and subscribe. Let us know what was your favourite scene in the comments below. Personally, I loved the class combine harvesting over the hill, and then the 7840 on the convoy with the combine coming through as well. Let us know, guys, what was your favourite scene, and let us know what you think of the new Matthew Ferguson 7499.
And the disaster with Mick, just over here. What do you think will happen? And if any of you remember Mick, let us know in the comments.
Let us know, guys, what you remember from Mick. Last season he owned the beef farm, and unfortunately he ran into debt and he had to sell off the farm, as you may remember. If not, please go watch it back. It was a great episode, that.
Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
And thanks for watching.